If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me you hate my videos, but the best way to do that will be on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, 6ix9ine takes the stand again. This time, he details shootings that Shotti was involved in, other rappers that are gang affiliated, and he tells why and how he was kidnapped. Plus, Kanye West tops the Forbes list this year. Let's talk hip hop. Alright, yo, so a lot of people have been asking me, like over the last couple days, can 6ix9ine come out and be a rapper anymore after all the snitching and everything like that, right? The answer is no, like completely no, he can't come to Brooklyn. But what I think is that he would probably just sell this story to, you know, Sony or Disney or Netflix or even 50 Cent or somebody like that, and have them do like a series or a movie about this and make way more money off the story than he ever did in rap. I mean, this whole story is crazy. It's like a movie is unfolding like in front of us, right? So 6ix9ine takes the stand again yesterday. He's also on the stand right now as I'm talking to you today, right? Today is Thursday. He was on the stand yesterday, which was Wednesday, right? So yesterday, they asked him a bunch of stuff about a lot of different shootings and everything that 9 Trey was involved in, right? So he basically detailed that one shooting. Remember when Shotti like hopped out of a car and it was caught on surveillance camera and like shot, you know, at somebody. So he basically broke it down, right? And he was saying that, you know, he had just came back from the bank and that he just came back from a Spanish restaurant grabbing some food or whatever like that, and he jumped inside of his car, right? And that the driver was there and they were stuck like behind a garbage truck on Graham Avenue, which is a main street in Brooklyn, right? And that some dude said something to 6ix9ine when he was walking out of the Spanish restaurant getting some food, basically making fun of him, whatever like that. And Shotti just, you know, got upset at them and was like, yo, they think I'm playing. And then he was up in the vehicle, you know, and then hopped out of the vehicle and just got down on one knee and pop, you know, bust 2 shots at him, right? This is caught on camera right here. And then also, Shotti admitted that he did it, and that's the reason why he got 10 years in prison. Shotti was locked up is gonna be locked up for 15 years, but 10 years for that, and then 5 years for something else, right? So Shotti already admitted it, but 6ix9ine is detailing the actual thing that happened that led up to that shooting, right? And then he tells the prosecutors that, you know, later on that day, he was supposed to go to the Barclays Center for Adrian Bronner fight, right? The Barclays Center is like this huge arena in Brooklyn, right? So he basically talks about how after that, he went home, he changed his clothes, he goes to the Barclays Center, and you know, they have like a tunnel underneath the Barclays Center that artists and like people go into, right? And the tunnel is huge. Like you could drive a car into the Barclays Center through that tunnel, right? So anyway, 6ix9ine says when the doors opened for them to go into the tunnel, they saw Casanova and like 30 of his dudes, right? And that they all just kind of rushed them, right? The 9 Trey dudes. And this is crazy because, you know, they in Brooklyn. Cass is from Brooklyn and so is 6ix9ine. So you have all your peoples and all your artillery, right? It's not like you going on a plane. It's not like you going to Houston where you might not be able to afford 30 plane tickets, right? It's not like you can't bring guns on the plane. So once you get to Houston, if you could get your hands on a gun or two, it's only a few, right? But these dudes just hopped on the train, you know what I'm saying? So they was all walked over there, right? So they was at the Barclays Center quick with it, right? So Cass got his people, 6ix9ine got his people, and a fight happened, you know, underneath the tunnel in the Barclays Center, right? And that's when 6ix9ine says that Shotti told Fu Banger to let off a shot, right? Just to kind of break the whole fight up because it was going crazy and they was afraid that like something insane might happen, right? So 6ix9ine's like, yo, Shotti's like, yo, shoot them. So Fu Banger pulls out the gun, bang, just one shot up in the air, right? And then everybody start busting out running, right? So 6ix9ine talks about that too, right? And then after, and that was caught on surveillance camera too, right? So every single thing that, you know, a lot of these dudes did was caught on camera, and the stuff that wasn't caught on camera, they put on camera themselves, because then after that, 6ix9ine kind of was celebrating the fact that, you know, Fu Banger let off a shot, in the Barclays Center, and everybody started running.
Oh, yeah. Yo, this how the fuck we mob, man. Straightway shit, man. Well, Jack Boy shit, man. In the fucking Barclays. Stupid. Fuck boy, don't run. Where you going? Where you going? Boom, boom, boom. Niggas hit that.
Yo, we gotta go this way, bro. We gotta go this way.
Niggas started running this shit. Niggas said, straight up. Niggas said, fuck boy, don't run. Fuck boy, don't run. Where you going? Stupid. Yo, his whole squad hit the floor. His whole squad hit the floor, you heard?
What? Everybody?
Everybody getting shot. Boom, boom, boom. Straight up.
Everybody hit the floor?
Everybody hit the floor, blood. Straightway shit.
So this is crazy, right? Because 6ix9ine, after the whole situation, goes on Instagram and taunts the dude and is like, everybody gets shot, singing his song, boom, boom, boom. His whole squad hit the floor like, yo, he's wildin', right? So it's like, whatever. It's like, come on. You, of course, had to know that y'all was gonna get arrested because you are documenting everything that you're doing like that shit is legal, right? And the stuff that you're not documenting is documented anyway because there's surveillance cameras everywhere, right? So, you know, after that, 6ix9ine talks about how he ended up going to Houston and, he had a show to do, right? And the whole situation is he was trying to basically detail, you know, what went sour between himself, Shotti, and then also Harv. Because up until that point, Harv was his security guard, right? And everything was all good, right? So Shotti, Harv, and 6ix9ine, they go to Houston with some other dudes too, and they were supposed to do a show like in a club in Houston. The whole situation that happened though was like Jay Prince. Not Jay Prince like the OG, the owner and CEO of Rap-A-Lot Records, you know, the art of respect. Not that Jay Prince, but his son, Jay Prince Jr., who is also an OG. But I wouldn't say he's an OG, but he's a G because he's not an O, so, you know, he ain't the OG. His pops is the OG, right? But the whole situation is, like Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr., they run the streets down in Houston, right? And basically they were upset because 6ix9ine didn't check in with them when he came to Houston. But here's the whole thing, like 6ix9ine is running on his mob mentality, his Brooklyn mentality, right? I don't need no police. I don't need no security. I got 9 Trey with me, right? So why would I have to check in? So a lot of times, you know, rappers, they'll check in when they come to your city, like The Game. If he came to New York, he's gonna check in with some Bloods or whatever like that in New York so he can make sure that he's good, right? Because people might just see The Game and look at him as a celebrity and as a rich guy, a millionaire, and be like, you know what? Let's rob this dude. But if The Game is walking around with 7 Bloods from, you know, Brownsville, then they're not gonna do it, right? They're gonna be like, oh, okay, you got him, he's in your hands, he's safe, okay, he's protected, okay, no problem, cool, right? But 6ix9ine didn't need to do that when he went to Houston because he had his crew everywhere that he went, right? And Jay Prince kind of felt disrespected and offended that 6ix9ine didn't want to check in with them. And then 6ix9ine didn't make it no better, like, listen, we respect you, we think you're cool, but it's just not needed. You know, 6ix9ine was like, yo, suck my dick. I ain't gotta check in with you and none of y'all bitch ass niggas, right? So, you know, Jay Prince took it as a huge disrespect and basically went to the venue that 6ix9ine was supposed to perform. He was on stage talking about, where's 6ix9ine, where's 6ix9ine? Y'all came to see 6ix9ine, but where is he? He ain't here, he ain't here. And then after he was outside with his niggas, with his whole crew in Houston, and basically like, yo, 6ix9ine left. He ain't even show up. He ain't even come to collect his money. He ain't even perform.
Niggas talk a lot of shit, huh? But won't even show up to their own show. Goddamn, you don't want your back end, nigga? You don't want your back end, nigga? Put some hard shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Which, again, is caught on camera, is caught on footage. So everything that we're talking about right now, basically 6ix9ine went on the stand and is detailing everything and connecting everything together, and there's all this footage showing that all that stuff happened, right? So during this situation, Shotti couldn't do anything. And the reason why he couldn't do anything, even though he was there, is because this is not Brooklyn, right? You can't hop out and just, you know, on Scum Lord Dizzy. You can't let people know on Graham Avenue that, you know, 6ix9ine is not to be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? You can't let them know in the Barclays Center that you ain't going to try to press 6ix9ine or nobody in Treyway. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're in Houston and you don't, I mean, you're you're outnumbered, period, point blank, right? And so Shotti kind of backed down during that situation, and that's not like Shotti. Shotti don't back down from nothing usually, right? So Harv was there too, and Harv was upset at Shotti, and of course 6ix9ine lost out on $15,000 performing where he was gonna pay Shotti some money, where he was gonna pay Harv some money for being his security. So Harv was upset at Shotti, and Harv was like, yo, you pussy, like what's wrong with you? I can't believe you ain't back them niggas down. I can't believe you ain't run up in there like you usually do, bro. You straight pussy is what Harv was telling Shotti, right? And then Harv and Shotti got into it a little bit. Not, you know, physically, but Shotti was like, you know what? I'm gonna fire Harv here in a little bit once we get back to New York, right? So that's what happened, right? They got back to New York, they were shooting the Fifi video, and then Harv got fired by Shotti a couple days prior to that, right? Harv was upset. Harv was mad, so Harv is the one who decided to, you know, allegedly, because he says he's innocent, he's going on trial for this, but allegedly, Harv decided that he wanted to, you know, put the, you know, press 6ix9ine and be like, yo, come up off everything you got, you know what I'm saying? And he knew where he was gonna be. He knew where he lived. He knew how to catch him. He knew that there would be no security with him at that time when he was coming back from editing the Fifi video. You know what I'm saying? So what they did was they rolled up on 6ix9ine while he was in his car with that same driver that he's always with, and they robbed him.
Hello. You have reached.
Run it, nigga. Give me everything, nigga. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car, nigga. Get in the car, nigga.
No, stop. Wait. Chill. Where your man at? Where your man at?
Hold it back.
Give me your money. Where your money at? Where your money at? Get in the car. Get in the car. Alright, get in the car. We gonna shoot you.
No, you just get in the car. Get in the car.
Open the door.
Let me open it.
I'll give you everything.
Get in here.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get in it.
That's what I'm doing.
Get the fuck in here. Ain't nobody in here. Ain't nobody in here.
Why you doing all that, man?
I want to talk to you.
About what? About what? About what? Why you ain't holler at me? What you mean, shawty, man? Give me the book.
I'll try to call you, bro. I'll pick up anything.
So why ain't got your number?
Because I asked for your number. They told me to change your number. I'll pick up everything I love, bro. I put that on my daughter's life, bro.
Bugging on, son.
You know I gave you
Bugging,
25K.
son.
I always been right by you.
Yeah, but why you do me like that, bro?
I always been put money in your pocket, bro. I'm just scared, bro. I don't know. Things feel like yo, extortion.
Where the fuck is everything, man?
I'm going to call you.
Get in the car with us, man. Bye, nigga. Bye. The phone. Give me the phone. Get out of here.
You gonna talk to him. You gonna talk to him. You gonna talk. Get in the car. Right. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Wait. I have to make sure everything good, man. We gonna talk to him. That's it, man.
Oh, at this point, there's footage of everything, right? So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows what's going on, right? And it's insane. So 6ix9ine, you know, basically told all of that yesterday, right? And then they closed, you know, the whole thing for yesterday, right? Then today, you know, before I started doing this video, 6ix9ine was on the stand already, right? He was talking. He said that, you know, they played a tape recording between, I think, Mel Murda and Jim Jones, right? From Dipset, right? And then they asked, you know, 6ix9ine about Jim Jones. So he's basically throwing other rappers under the bus. Remember the other day he said Trippie Redd is a gang member, but he's down with another blood set. Today he said that Jim Jones is a blood, right? He also said that Casanova is a blood, right? And the tape recording between Mel Murda and Jim Jones, they was just talking about 6ix9ine, whatever, right? It's crazy. And then they also, spoke to 6ix9ine as he was on the stand and asked him about the deal that he made with the feds, straight up. And they were like, do you understand that for your cooperation that you could be given time served? And he was like, yes, I do. And they said that, and that means that, by early January, you could be out. And he was like, yes, I understand that. So yeah, that's what he's shooting for, and that's the exact reason why he's doing all of this, right? Basically, he went and got himself into this, and he wanted to be in it hard body. He wanted to be in it real bad. Everybody that he was running with 9 Trey, they were so excited, and they were so hyped to have 6ix9ine, the millionaire, the celebrity, with them, that they did anything for him. But really and truly, I mean, they hood niggas from Brooklyn, I think that they had fun doing this. They wanted a reason to run down on somebody. They needed an excuse to, be super gangster. Why not? I mean, that's what they do, right? So it was like the perfect combination. It was crazy 6ix9ine, who loved the power and control, to say, yo, go handle him, right? That's what 6ix9ine liked to do, and he loved it, and he felt powerful. And then these dudes, they were so excited. They were like, who you need me to shoot? Who you need me to rob? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they was, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how niggas in Brooklyn are, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. So it was like a whole straight up, crazy storm that, ended up being this whole situation, right? And to me, all I could think of is like, how do you think that you would not get caught if everything is on camera, on surveillance camera, on dashboard camera, and whatever's not on surveillance and dashboard? I mean, you're filming yourself, right? 6ix9ine filmed one of the robberies himself, right? And uploaded it to Instagram. 6ix9ine, filmed himself talking about, yo, we shot up in a box and had him ducking, and sent it to DJ Academics. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do that, of course you're gonna get locked up. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, and tomorrow he's gonna take the stand again, and I'll let you know what's going on. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, so apparently Adidas is out here giving out that bag, right? Because here's the whole situation, right? Last year, 2018, Kanye West was on the Forbes list, right? And we're not talking about the most richest rappers, right? We're talking about how much money each rapper made this year, right? So Jay-Z is a billionaire rapper, right? So he's the most richest rapper, but that doesn't mean he made the most money in 2019, right? It could have been somebody else. I mean, it was somebody else. But the whole situation is that Kanye West, on the earnings for 2018 last year, Kanye West was like number 10, right? Which is cool, and people would think that Kanye West would be roughly about number 10, right? The top 20 list, though, that came out this year is crazy, because Kanye West basically shot up from number 10 to number 1 because of his Yeezys with Adidas, right? So Adidas, they basically are, projected to make $1.5 billion just off of Kanye's line this year alone, right? So Kanye's making more money off of that than he ever made off of music, right? So let's go through the list, right? Number 19 is Wiz Khalifa. Well, number 20 is Pitbull, but whatever. Number 19, Wiz Khalifa, which is still good because Wiz Khalifa is still there in the top 20 making that money, right? Number 18, Nas. Number 17, Future. Number 16 is Birdman, right? Meek Mill is number 15, which is dope, right? Swizz Beatz, 14. Cardi B is number 13, yo, she's up there, right? And then Nicki Minaj is actually number 12, right? J. Cole, number 11. Childish Gambino is number 10, right? So top 10, you got Childish Gambino, right? The Migos all together, not as one person, but all together at number 9, which is a lot of money, right? Kendrick Lamar at 38.5 million, number 8, right? And Kendrick Lamar ain't even dropped no album this year, right? This one surprised me. Number 7, DJ Khaled, 40 million, right? Eminem, 50 million at 6. Travis Scott is number 5. Diddy is number 4, right? And this is crazy because I'm used to Diddy being in like the top 3, right? I'm gonna point out who ain't on this list at all, but I'm used to Diddy being in the top 3, right? Anyway, top 3, you got Drake, okay. Jay-Z at number 2 because Kanye West knocked his ass down to number 2 and Kanye is number 1, which is crazy, right? Bugged out, right? So yeah, Adidas getting that bag, man. I'm about to fucking call up Adidas and ask them to sponsor my shit. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. But what's also crazy is the fact that Dr. Dre ain't nowhere on there at all, right? Dr. Dre is usually like in the top 5. I remember like the top 5 usually is like Jay-Z, Puffy, Diddy, Birdman, Dr. Dre, and maybe like an Eminem or something like that. But Dr. Dre is not in there at all, right? Neither is 50 Cent, which is kind of weird when Power was so successful. But let me know what you think about this and 6ix9ine in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.